All right, let's review some of the things here. I have pretty much a folder with a mask just for about every layer here. This one is my way back mountain, so let's name that way back mountain. Okay, and so this one right here is on the bottom. This is going to be my sky. So red sky top, and because I'm going to have three strands here. So I'm going to grab red, and I'm going to change this group to multiply, and I'm going to use a new brush for this one. We're going to use the gouache detail, and I'm going to make my brush size significantly larger. Okay, and go ahead and just drag out some red sky. What I'm really looking for is the edge right here. And you notice we're not going to get any of that speckling on this, unfortunately. So what we're going to want to do is take this and of course, keep in mind when you add your layer here, make sure it's inside the illustration folder, not underneath the art folder. So right now, I know it's inside the illustration folder because when I close that, there it is. So make sure that it's nested in there and let me know if you need help with that. In order to get this to be speckly, I'm actually going to add a mask to this. And so I'm going to hit mask, and I'm going to invert this white mask to black. So I'm going to hit Command I, now it's black. And now I'm going to go back to my brushes here and grab our gouache flare and bring this back just using white. So I'll brush this back. And so what we're going to do is, some of you might be asking, well, why don't we just paint with this to begin with? I mean, you can do whatever you want, but what I'm really looking for is this nice edge that we're getting from this brush that we didn't get from the one before. So that nice cool edge there. You can decide how much of this texture you want to show through or not. So I'm going to go pretty pretty full here. So that's the edge that we're looking for, and we're able to carry that over. So I'm going to repeat the step 2 more times. So we'll add a layer, drag this one underneath. Okay, and of course we want that to be multiplied. This one will be multiplied as well. And we're going to do yellow in here. We'll grab the gouache detail and get that out of our face. Make our brush size bigger, come through, drag a strip of this. You can see with that multiply, we're getting a nice, I'll do that one again, put my brush a little bit more on the side, so I'm getting a little bit more of that edge from that I'm looking for. With that multiply, we get this nice interaction of the two colors there, which is something I'm looking for. So we'll repeat the process. Go ahead and hit a mask on this. You can select that, hit Command I to reverse it. Make sure you have the mask selected, white selected, and then I'm going to grab that G Blare and come in here and bring that back. Make that a little bit bigger. Okay, of course I want this in full strength, that bottom part there, so I'm really going to make sure that I'm bringing that through, and then coming through here. I've got my brush stylus on an angle here, and voila. So there we go. Now let's go, we'll do this again, and I'm going to add a last layer for the sky. It's going to be red. So I'll put this down here at the bottom. Let's again make this multiply, and so we've got red. Let's grab the gouache detail, and voila, make this bigger. There you go. Okay, and you'll notice that this color is going to also appear in these mountains right here, which is nice. We'll come back in and add some more colors to this one as well. A little bit of pink, like we're going to put in the snow caps and in the repeat process. And it's all hiding behind the mask. Let's go grab our brush and paint that back. So the bigger your brush, the longer it's going to lag and take here. So bring all of this detail back. Unfortunately, what's going to happen here is my mask is now going to line up. This texture speckling is going to line up kind of on these other white spots where, remember when we shifted some of these other areas over. becomes a little bit more difficult because we'll have to shift the mask over, but I'm not going to, it seems to be okay getting some color to come through the mountains there, so I'm just going to leave it alone. That way I don't create too much chaos for you. All right, so there's our sky. We need that to interact with that Wayback Mountain. So our Wayback Mountain, we need this to be multiply. There we go. You can see how that one's going to interact nicely with that. Looks like this one might need a little bit more blue. Or, sorry, oh, that's red. Maybe we need to fix our mask. Or it just needs more red. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, and now it's a good time to save if you haven't already. So file, save. Okay. So now let's do the clouds. The clouds, I'm gonna come up here. Well, let's add a new layer. Call this clouds, C-L-O-U-D-S. And I'm gonna grab pink here. Let's grab a brush. Use this texture brush that we've been using, the Blair, and make this significantly smaller. Come in here and kind of just get some texture going on. I think that's a little bit too big. Zoom in here so I have a little bit more control. And I'm trying to do this in one swoosh. There you go, a little bit more angle on that. Smooth that out. Okay, guys, you've got to keep in mind our sketch will be disappearing, so kind of take a look at that. So that's okay. Moving on, come on over here. Make sure the cloud layer is selected. Come in here. Just going to hide that sketch for a sec. And that's good. I kind of like that painterly style on the clouds. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to the mountaintops here inside. Let's see, this one right here. So I've already put mine. You haven't done this yet because I did this prior to this tutorial here, but I went ahead and took this mid-mountain area here and I put it in a group and stole the mask from it and put it on the group there. Because what we're going to do is add a new layer here of pink and white, and we want it to stay inside there. So let's go ahead and do white first, and I'm just going to, I can just actually brush this in here. Like what we did with the clouds. And we're just borrowing that mask there. Okay, and I really like that. And then what we can actually do is take this and see, if you hold your Option and just drag out, we can drag out another one, and I can simply just paste it right there. Okay, so I'm going to paste it or do it twice. I come over here and just vary that just a little bit so it doesn't look like an exact copy of it. Okay. All right, now we're going to add one more layer on top of this, and we're going to multiply this one here. This one's going to have some pinks in it, and so we're going to add some pinks to this area here. We want this to really be a soft flow, so I'm going to make my brush big so I can just kind of gesturally brush once on there. And it's starting to show up. So I'm doing a little bit of undos here, and I'm just kind of like gently dragging it on there. And so this is going to go on the Blue Mountain as well, and so part of our color from the clouds and the light will come into this area here. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that on the mountains. This is where the colors of, you heard that song, Purple Mountains Majesties, because the mountains look blue, or purple because of the way that the sun is interacting with them. So I'll kind of warm them up just a little bit as well. Okay, and there we go. Might even come down, see if I can't get something interacting there. These ones are kind of in shadow, and just to simplify this, I'm not going to put any. It kind of feels like it needs it a little bit. So there they are. All right, so now what we're going to do is start putting in some trees here, and the trees. So So Wayback Mountains. Don't forget to just check every now and then your sketch. Okay, that's how we're looking. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some of these big trees here, and then let's pull up the original. And then these triangle trees right here. So we need to select our green. We'll do the other trees in another tutorial. Let me get this one loaded.